your boy, Ace the Don, and this is the Don Way TV, you know what I'm saying? We signing in, tapping into all levels. You dig? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We back with another video. Before we get into that, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring, never not that bell. You dig? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We back with another video. Today, we'll be tapping into the most dangerous animal body parts that can kill them. Woo! That's a whole lot of words to say. Say that bitch 3 times fast. I ain't doing it, but you might do it. Oh, another day, another dollar. Let's get into it.
Baru barbarossa is one of the most unusual creatures of our planet. It looks like a pig, but differs too much from its congeners. Piglet is small, its back is arched, its legs are long enough, and it has almost no fur. These animals prefer plant food and clean water. But the main thing about barbarossa is, of course, their fangs. In males, the lower and upper canines grow throughout their life and bend toward the head. It's not uncommon for a fang to grow so much that it begins to grow into the skull, literally. Imagine your tooth bending upward and going up to your forehead. Yeah, it's not very pleasant. And it's dangerous too. And deer pigs don't like that either. In fact, I think fangs block the view. Fortunately, apart from their strange shape, their fangs are fragile. More often than not, though, they break before they reach the skull.
Bruh, but like, why? What, what purpose do these, what's the purpose of them things going toward their head? You feel me? Like, why? It's like cruel to them. These niggas look like some naked mole rats. The fuck, Lord? Look at these guys.
Fight for a female, or just from time, if you're lucky, of course. Unlike deer pigs, things are much sadder for common reindeer.
Pause that real quick. Boy, that crazy as hell. What's the purpose of them horns going that way?
Their antlers are strong enough even to injure other animals. It's a real weapon that could very well cause the death of its wearer. Male deer fights are common. During the breeding season, they fight for females, and such battles often end in the death of one of their rivals. Most often, he just runs into another's antlers and... But during the fierce fight, the hapless males may also clutch the antlers so tightly that they can't deal with this situation by themselves. The end is very sad. The reindeer can't get up, can't eat, are deprived of the possibility to drink, and just slowly die. Nature can be ruthless. And if it
Yo, that's a horrible death. You fighting for some coochie and you lock antlers with a motherfucker and nigga, you stuck. You stuck. We just dragging antlers and shit, boy. You lost the coochie. Both of y'all did, and y'all both died. No coochie. Oh my, that's a horror. Oh my. Hope them dudes breed it before, boy. Good lord, that would make me never want to fight none of y'all. I'm not getting no fight, boy. No, boy, I'm about to headbutt you in the shoulder, bitch. What you talking about?
The water, the reindeer can not only clash, but fall through the ice together, then freeze, also together. But sometimes the animals are lucky and people notice their misery in time. It's enough to cut out a couple of antlers or shoot them off. Whoa, fella. I hope you knew what you were doing.
Unbelievable. Good shot.
What if you'd missed? Oh well, at least it ended okay. But while the reindeer can get trapped together by accident, things are much worse for Argali.
Bro, just look at all that human interference. Those animals were supposed to die. Nature. The fuck? I want y'all to realize it's always the white people that go to these dangerous ass animals and try to help them niggas out. Nigga, them niggas is doing what they supposed to do. They fighting, nigga. You not supposed to get in between that. It's a one-on-one. It's a one-on-one. You feel me? Don't get in between the one-on-one. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? You supposed to watch out and make sure no one else try to get in. Get your ones, nigga.
Wild rams are considered the largest, can weigh over 100 pounds.
Boy, you
and
see
look
how he
quite
had
menacing,
that motherfucker?
especially
Good
if you look at
lord.
their large, strong, corkscrew-shaped horns, which arguably use to protect themselves from predators and to fight for females. However, despite their majestic appearance, the fate of these wild rams is sometimes tragic. The horns, which are meant to be a powerful weapon of self-defense, can lead the animal to a slow and painful death. The older the argali get, the more likely it is that their horns will begin to grow in the wrong direction and eventually pierce the ram's faces. Slowly and painfully, they will penetrate deeper and deeper until they result in death. Either from infection or... Anyway, you get the idea. Evolution is a pretty ruthless thing. We should not thank it for such a trick with the poor ram's horns. However, human intervention, too, not always leads to something good. For centuries, people have been making more profitable breeds for agriculture. And it ended up, well, pretty controversial, especially when it comes to sheep. Wild species still lose most of their wool every year, so do some domestic sheep. But those that are bred for wool always regrow year-round without pause. And if you don't cut them in time, it can end very badly. Long wool is a bad option in very hot weather. Sometimes it leads to heat stress. There are also mobility issues. If a sheep with long wool lays down on a steep slope, it can't roll over from its back. It's like those bugs that lie with their legs up in the air. In addition, the wool causes vision problems. Not enough trouble? Excess wool, which isn't cut, begins to pile up right on the animal, forming knots. All sorts of parasites thrive under these knots. Insects cause unbearable itching, which disturbs sheep and makes them constantly rub against trees, fences, and against everything that it comes across. In such cases, the sheep may tear its sides until they bleed, which is a direct way to infection and sepsis. In extreme cases, the sheep with too many wool may die. So sheep need regular visits to the sheep barber, and here's another absurd fact for you. Donkeys need manicures. I'm not kidding. Like horses, most donkeys need...
Yo! Nigga, I seen somebody's foot like that, boy. Little nasty foot ass. Ugh. Nigga, how the hell that shit look like a goddamn... Like the women that be growing them nails and them shits be long and look nasty than a motherfucker, boy.
Certain intervals. It's usually every 6 to 10 weeks. You got it right. Horses are subjected to this procedure as well. If the hooves aren't cut, the animal loses its ability to walk straight, which causes trauma, discomfort, and shock to everyone who sees the bent hooves, because it's a really creepy sight. I wonder how wild donkeys deal with that. And yet there are so few wild donkeys left that I guess hooves would be the least of their problems. Being a hoofed animal is quite difficult because nature constantly strives to give you a death test. Even the most common places can become dangerous if the temperature drops a bit. Honestly, I don't know how deer end up on the ice and so far from the bank. An animal caught in such a situation is doomed if people don't come to help.
Yeah, let's get that other front leg.
Bruh, how the hell did your limber bitch ass get in the middle of the goddamn shit and then you couldn't move no more? What the fuck? Nigga, like, see, that's what the fuck I think happened to Bambi's mom. She got caught at ice. Bye-bye. I think I need to rewatch that. I don't know what happened. Matt, boy, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if did that hoof grow like that, what the fuck they do in nature? Like, what do they do? Like, they be digging in the, like, how the hell? How do they cut their nails? Like, they file it on something, you feel me?
Yeah, you're good.
In this respect, nature is more favorable
like,
to
how
us.
do you get
We know
out
how
there?
to keep our balance even on very slippery surfaces. Plus, we invented boats, ropes, hovercrafts, skates, and other useful things. You can use them to get any deer out of a trap. The only pity is that you won't get any thanks from the animals. Okay. If deer, rams, and other ungulates seem to be very unlucky in life, then there must be some species that got some bonuses from nature. Turtles, for example. They live long lives, don't rush anywhere, are well protected from predators by a tough shell, and must feel just fine. Yeah, I thought so too. Until I found out that turtles have one bug They can't roll over if they're on their backs.
Damn.
Whoa. If you're about to comment about your pet turtle being great at this trick, let me clarify. We're talking about big turtles specifically. And it's not just a coincidence. The height, length, and even shape of a turtle's shell affects its ability to stand on its feet. For example, turtles with rounded shells roll over faster than flatter ones, and large individuals are much less nimble than smaller ones. The characteristics of the shell literally determine the animal's life. Accidentally flipped over on its back, a helpless turtle can be killed by the sun, starvation, or fall prey to predators. Turtles are especially vulnerable. Their rigid armor doesn't bend with body movements, which of course complicates the flipping process. Imagine a life that looks like a constant compromise between life and death.
Hey, but that one dude straight, nigga, his buddy right there, I know good and well he could tilt his bitch ass over, you feel me? Teamwork make the dream work. Fuck the talk about.
Live better overall, but having reached too big a size, turtles risk one day falling into a fatal trap. For males, the issue of flipping is perhaps particularly important. In the process of fighting for females, they often fight and try to turn their rival over on their backs. But it would seem that large individuals clearly have an advantage. But once the big turtle loses, it'll never get up on its paws again. Sloths can hardly be called well-adapted creatures because, yes, they are that slow, exactly as you might imagine. Sloths spend most of their lives in the trees, barely moving and blending in with the foliage. Once a week, they come down to the ground to defecate. They sleep about 20 hours a day. Kind of reminds me of...
Once a week, they come down from the tree to defecate? Y'all y'all slow than a motherfucker and polite than a bitch. Like, why don't you just let that motherfucker fall? Birds do it every damn day. Y'all, hey, that's a nice animal. That let me go ahead and get the fuck down here. Like, dude, yo, they must be like mind readers for real. Cause just think like, bro, you a sloth and you got diarrhea, you must know like ahead of time because nigga, that's a long trip down. And you got a shit, you feel me? Like, yo, these motherfuckers polite than a motherfucker.
Vacation, but slowness and friendliness can cost sloths their lives, and the danger can come from anywhere. Any hungry predator can spot a slow animal and eat it. Why not? The dinner won't run away, even if it wants to. Even a spectacled owl, which in fact is not much larger than the sloth in size, can get the job done. It's just faster, stronger, and, well, it's hungry. We'll see you later.
Damn, I do not want to bet. Nigga, I'm never coming down to. Nigga, I'm about to be in like the most weirdest spot ever. You're not getting to me, bro. What? Boy, hell nah, bro. No, I don't. Like, what's the purpose of being that slow? Like, I don't see how that. Like, I mean, yeah, if you look at what sloths used to be built like, boy, them things was about big than a bit. Big than a bit, boy. Big than a bit. I'm trying to tell you, they're like a small Toyota size, bitch. Man, y'all see that, man. This is most dangerous animal body parts that can kill them, and a lot of times it motherfucking does. Thank you, white people, for saving a lot of these animals. Cause no nigga you know is about to be out there with none of them niggas. But look, man, it's another episode, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's the Don Way TV, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy, AceTheDon. We're going to be having more music and a whole bunch of other things coming to y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned in, stay tapped in. Comment below, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, ring the bell. We probably should stop saying just ring the bell. No, ring the motherfucking bell, the thumb up. Thumb that bitch up, you feel me? Heads up, thumbs up, that bell, you feel me? You dig, you feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. We'll keep